Tonight,
Oh, that's not a good spot.
when things go wrong on Bondi.
Good God.
Tamika's first rescue.
Go Tamika.
Oh, the thing I love about the Earl is just so peaceful down here, you know. It's like, it's not that much doing.
Bondi has been home to people for thousands of years.
I could only imagine the Aboriginals would have thought this was a very special and beautiful place as well. Have a look at it. You've got a kilometre of open water. It's so clear, and there would have been an abundance of fish and marine life.
The first Australians called it Bondi, meaning water tumbling over rocks. Visiting trainee Tamika pays tribute to those who came before her and celebrates her own Aboriginal heritage.
Before I wave the flag, I would like to acknowledge the Eora people, the original and traditional owners of this land, and pay respect to their elders past and present.
Harry's on the jet ski, come in. Go ahead.
Got a severe head gash at the boat ramp.
A boy has slipped on the notorious flat rock. The quickest way to get him to medical assistance is by jet ski. On shore, H and first-year trainee Jake get ready to treat 14-year-old Aaron.
Oh, it's just a little bit of a cut. You might need a couple of stitches. All right. But we'll just clean you up a bit.
The left?
See your head that way for me?
Sorry, to the right. Beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Lifeguards need to check if he's suffered more than a gash to his head.
Got a headache or anything, mate? Do you feel dizzy?
Black out?
No, I don't think so.
Send in there with Jake just to make sure, in case you might get a bit dizzy or something. Hang on
And
tight.
what's your name again? Aaron. Aaron. My name's Jay.
Up in the tower, Deano notices something else isn't quite right.
What happened to your snarls? You've been fighting?
No. Where?
No. You've hit that as well?
Oh, yeah.
Nose looks broken. Sure.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. Oh. Did you hit your nose as well?
Yeah.
Were you fighting?
No, I fell over.
Does it hurt?
Not really.
Do you want to go to the hospital, dude?
Mum and Dad get the news.
Rather terrible. I broke my nose and I need stitches. I fell over a rock and I broke my nose and got stitches. Okay, bye.
Coming to pick you up.
Yeah.
Feel sick? Dizzy? Sit down, mate. Come, we'll sit on the bed. It might be. Put that on your. Yeah. Put that on your snozzer.
I'm about to dive into the water and then slip on the rock. Did you hit your head? Yeah. Broke my nose.
Aaron's mate Zach makes it to the tower after scrambling around the rocks. They've been best buddies since kindy.
I got me worried. Got my heart pumping as usual. I just hurt myself. He always hits his toes or like hits his head or something, which is really annoying for me because I get scared if he's like gonna knock himself out or something. And today he hit his head. Finally happened.
Chapo lends a helping hand to a tourist who was left abandoned on the sand by his mates.
Sorry guys. He's still just gonna get his hand off his head. I walked him up the beach.
He fell asleep on the sand, eh?
Yeah, he's gone.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to take your shirt off.
Oh. Okay.
And then we're going to tip a bucket of water on your head.
Hell no.
Why not? That'll get all this stuff out of your hair.
Hell no.
Why not?
Hell no. Thank you guys. And I hope so next time I come to Australia, I will never do this. Okay? Okay? That's good. Thank you.
For most, it's a day of harmless fun. For a small few, the mix of alcohol and aggression threatens to spoil the party.
A bit of a punch up down the south end. Want to get the cops down here?
I don't know whether it's just testosterone, but looks like a bit of a altercation.
You might want to get down here pretty quick. It's getting out of control down here.
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
fight has broken out at South Bondi.
You'll see us right in the corner near the Red Bull tent.
Lifeguards move in to try and control the situation.
I don't know why it happens, but there always seems to be friction.
In no time, there are a score of police.
Gentlemen, who do you think you are? Gentlemen, who do you think you are?
What do you get for yourself, mate? You guys are causing drama down here.
Around that shit.
What do you think I feel? I've been hit in the head. What would you do if I hit you in the head? Huh? Think about it. What the f going on? I'm sitting here, I'm not going home.
What I don't like about this is it takes the attention off the water, and there's lots and lots of people swimming. I wish these people would go and practice kickboxing or something like that to channel this kind of aggressive vibration. Just come to the beach to relax.
One man has been subdued by police with capsicum spray.
Yeah, a day like this, we don't want to let things escalate, because if it does, there's so many people, the crowd, there's 30,000, 40,000 people here, and once something starts, someone else will push someone else, and it could end up in an all-in brawl.
Police finally defuse the situation and give one group a move-on order. It's an eye-opener for visiting trainee Tamika.
2126, brother.
500 kilometres north, fellow trainee Maxi is a world away from Bondi. As part of a trainee exchange program for lifeguards, he's spending 2 weeks at Tamika's home beach, while she spends 2 weeks at Bondi. Bondi, 40,000 people. Diggers Beach, barely 40.
Up here it's a lot quieter, but you've probably got time to learn things thoroughly.
This season we've had a good sandbank along here all day.
Obviously you learn a lot at Bondi, and you've got to think quick, and you've got to act quick, and you've got to keep a level head. But up here, you just got a bit more time to go through things, and which, maybe that's what I needed. And maybe when I get back, I'll be more relaxed and take him more down there. Everything's different. Everything's different, and the more different things you do in lifeguarding, the more better of a lifeguard you could be.
While Maxi gains experience up north, Tamika is on a much steeper learning curve.
I might have to go in here, boys. There are 3 in the north corner. Just stand by for a sec.
A swimmer is caught in a strong rip at Bondi's north end.
Send Tamika and Tess. Oh, she hasn't got a two-way. She's 100 down the beach.
In her 6 weeks as a trainee lifeguard, Tamika is yet to conduct her first real rescue. Team leader Deano decides her time has come.
Send her in, Terry. Send her in.
She's stripping off.
Tamika's in.
She's off. Go, Tamika.
Tamika cleverly uses the power of the rip to help take her out to the swimmer. Terry heads in to supervise.
She'll be pretty excited, pretty nervous. She's got Terry there to sort of talk her through it.
Tamika gets the young man safely on the rescue board, even if it is the wrong way around.
We've been waiting for her to do rescues all week.
working closely with her for the last couple of weeks, and yeah, it's exciting to see her going in.
Good job, Tamika.
Yeah, we were starting to go under there for a minute. It was pretty scary, but it felt good at the same time.
I remember when I did my first rescue, so it'd be good for her to reflect on.
You've finally done it.
Yeah.
Tamika has notched up her first rescue. Now Maxi is about to experience a first of his own.
No lifeguard's done this before.
Either make you or break you, mate.
Maxi's learning the delicate art of patrolling a nudist beach.
So if you want, you can have your lunch breaks and stuff up here from now on, Maxi. I'll introduce. So Little Diggers is our nude beach, commonly referred to as nudies. You do get a rip out in the corner there, mate. You surfed nude here before? Yep. You have to surf nude at nudies. Them's the rules.
Maxi's learning there's a sucker born every minute. Back on Bondi, there's no time for tomfoolery.
This lady's just in front of some guys, an elderly bloke.
An old gentleman is fallen over up on the pavement.
80-year-old Bob has taken a nasty fall.
Crazy man. I just think it's so bloody mad with myself. That's all right.
Bacon and Kerbox administer some TLC.
Where were you on your way to?
Going to Circular Quay, and I better be there too. You got something on? Hey, you go all right, mate? Nothing serious.
You should come down and talk to some of us boys where you struggle.
I'll give you a few clues. You need a couple of tips. First thing is learn to speak Italian.
Late for his date, Bob puts in a call to his lady friend.
Okay then, these guys are very good. They're looking after me. Okay, fine. Oh, she said don't come. You've had a head knock, you know, to be silly. Better off just going and taking it easy. Yeah, she's right. All right? Yeah. Now, how do I get this back?
I hope we didn't wreck your day. You're still going to be able to meet up with her?
Oh, tomorrow. I'm seeing her tomorrow.
Perfect.
What a bloody idiot.
Is your one?
Yeah, mate, you know, I get it too.
No worries. Bob.
Thank
Adrian.
you.
See you later, Bob.
Okay, thanks very much.
Even at 80, love stops no man.
The poor bugger is on his way to have a date with a lovely lady, and yeah, I think he was a bit annoyed at himself, but you know, accidents happen. And, yeah, he was lovely, wasn't he?
Yeah,
6:30 p.m. After an 8-hour shift in the punishing sun, it's pack-up time.
Attention all swimmers, one more time, guys. Lifeguard service is finishing in about 15 minutes. I recommend that you get out of the water now. You must swim, stay close to shore if possible, and make sure your feet are on the sandbank at all times. If you're not a strong swimmer, please get out of the water now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is probably my favourite part of the day. Just it's always relaxing to get out of the tower, and it's like it's a good feeling just pulling in all the stuff. You know, another successful day, and yeah, it's always a good way to clear your head at the end of a day. I think it's definitely my favourite part of the day.
But the day's not quite over yet. Just as they pack away their rescue boards.
Boys, don't put the gear away too quick yet. We've got a few heads in south corner.
Nah, they're gone.
But you're going to have to book it down there.
2 swimmers are caught in a fierce rip as lifeguards sign off. Bacon heads out on the one rescue board that hasn't been packed away. But the rip is taking them around the point and close to rocks.
You alright? Oh, you alright? Let's quickly jump on, you jump behind her.
They realise, like in dead set 10 minutes, they're dead. Yeah. It's 10 to 7, they're gone and they're dead.
Paddling through the waves with 2 patients on board is impossible.
Lie down, you got to lie down for me.
He's got them both on, he looks alright, looks comfortable, but he might struggle a little bit there.
Bacon may have the 2 girls on board, but now all 3 are caught metres from the rocks.
You really got to cooperate with me.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's not
the only option is to try and carry the youngest girl out of danger. Kobe wants to help, but getting there is a problem.
You're fine, you're fine.
Is he alright?
Bacon is desperate to avoid another set of waves. Meanwhile, Kobe joins the rescue with Bacon's runaway board.
Hey, come this way.
He's carrying one girl, so she's obviously hurt her leg. And then the board's washed in, so Kobe has grabbed the other girl.
The older girl is safely ashore. Finally, Kobe can help Bacon with the younger victim.
Oh my God, I almost broke my leg then. Yeah, you're right. That was heavy.
Remarkably, the youngest girl is unscathed.
That was gnarly.
Not so her friend.
You want to go to the tower, we'll give you some first aid. You all right?
I got caught in a real bad spot then, and I couldn't do anything. I had two girls on my board, and the wave kind of bowled up around me. I couldn't punch through it, and I just went with it. I couldn't. It really just.
How are these people?
Then, another beachgoer in trouble. Bondi's lifeguards are meant to be off duty.
He won't get in.
Is he signaling for the boats?
You guys are watching that guy who's trying to lay on his surfboard?
Must have go get this guy, Frank. Mate, you gotta go in, mate. Straight in. Okay? Not a day for learning, okay? It's not a good day to learn out here. Okay. It's dangerous. Just go straight in.
Before Cinta and Chrissy receive first aid, lifeguards administer a lecture.
Two very lucky girls.
Yeah.
You know this?
Yeah.
I don't know if you realise how lucky.
10 minutes later, we're all gone.
I was thinking, I think we need help, and then when we were being bobbed up and down, we saw the lifeguards come and get us, so we were like right on time. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, and just carry her over the rocks. Hey? Like out of a romance movie. He's like,
While it's been bedlam at Bondi, way up north, Maxi has his own dramas to deal with.
Got Band-Aids? How's that feel? Better?
So thanks to Maxi.
Tamika Wright is on a trainee exchange program from Coffs Harbour. The 16-year-old is spending 2 weeks on Australia's busiest beach.
There's so many people on this beach, like anything can happen. At our beach is like the busiest is probably about 200 and then not much happens. But here like it's just pretty hectic.
Tamika conducted her first ever rescue a week ago.
Go Tamika.
Rescuing one person is hard enough. But now at North Bondi, 2 people are struggling to escape a rip. Deano sees an opportunity to test Tamika's skills.
There's 2 people in trouble now. It'd be great to see her do a double rescue.
Tamika heads in as Terry supervises. Quick to reach the tiring swimmers, Tamika's unsure how to get both victims back to shore.
Can you stand here? Yeah. Would you be able to walk over?
Taking the girl, the younger girl, the guy's just battling in the same spot.
But expecting the man could get to shore by himself was a mistake. He's back in the rip and going backwards.
oh, he's going fully under.
Can you keep it up?
With one victim on the board, Tamika has problems paddling to the other.
She's gone back to lift, get him out of the water. She's got them both now and Ted's just arrived.
All right, now follow me, you have to lay down.
Here on your belly.
With some help from Terry, the situation is back under control.
You gotta move back. Move back.
Move back.
You alright?
Yeah, she's doing good.
21-year-old Miriam, exhausted but glad to be back on dry land.
My friend, he's not good at swimming as well, so he tried to get me back when we both caught out there. Thank you again for
Well, they both just hung on, and then he said he could swim, so yeah, he tried to get back in, but Terry had to come out and get him.
Once you've got him in tight, keep him in tight and protect him, because you'll know someone's going to back you up.
Yeah.
Okay? So if there's something to draw from that.
Yeah, because he could just stand. I'm like, yeah, can you stand and walk over it? No.
Yeah. If you've got to sit up and signal, say, I'm sitting tight, we'll come out and just peel them off one by one and bring them back in.
Yeah.
All right, but good job, girl. Double. They come in first, don't they? Very good. Very good work.
Tamika may have a lot to learn, but she's winning the boys' respect. Tamika is the only girl in a very male world. In a world where strength and fitness are job requirements, there's no tougher test than the grueling Ironman Challenge, where local lifeguards are pitted against each other. Once a year, they run from Bondi to Tamarama, swim to Bronte, then paddle 2 kilometres all the way back to Bondi.
Real testing. By the end of the race, we're just so smashed.
Now, this year's Ironman Challenge is just a week away.
Everyone's talking about it. Good little rivalry between the boys.
Harries won last year's challenge.
A little bit of pressure, you know, you're up against a couple of young ponies and, you know, I feel like a bit of an old stallion. But, no, I'm ready to race these boys.
20-year-old Bacon is race favourite.
I hate being the favourite. I've never been the favourite before, so I just brush it off because I'm definitely not. There's guys like Maxi and Harries that are elite athletes. I'll have a go and see what happens.
But all eyes will be on the contest between rival trainees, Maxi and Jake.
I want to beat Maxi. It'll be a good race between us, so we'll see how it pans out.
He's the top swimmer, but my strengths are running and board paddling, so I got 2 up on him.
He's been away in Coffs Harbour for a bit, so I know he hasn't been training as much.
I've been training, mate. Gymming it, I've been running, surfing stories. So you've been doing?
Tamika trains with the boys every day, but competing in the challenge is a different matter.
You don't think you're going to do it? We trained for it.
I know, but it's too hard, man.
No, it's not an option.
Come on, look, there's a smile.
Hey, you got to do it for all the team back at Coffs.
Yeah. I
They'll be all there just cheering you on.
Lifeguards train to prepare for the real thing. On a busy summer morning, a man signals for help, then points to his friend behind him. Well outside the flags, both are caught in a deep gutter close to shore. His friend is being swept out and is going under. Corey only has moments to reach him.
Come on, get it out.
The man has almost certainly taken in water.
It's all right.
How close was that? God. He was dead set going under. It's pretty scary.
As Corey reassures the man, there's a new problem closer to shore.
Reidy is screaming, the bull-headed bloke.
Corey brings the first man ashore. Meanwhile, the second is being held up by another swimmer.
Jump on, lay on your stomach, your legs at this end.
Corey's exhausted patient instinctively clears his stomach of seawater. Two swimmers close to drowning, within moments of each other. 16-year-old Shank could well have drowned if his friend hadn't alerted lifeguards.
I'm going too. I'm going too.
Oi, Buddy, go down and swim between the red and yellow flag.
All right, thank you. Need to swim up there, okay? Not in here anymore. All right. You're looking 1,000 times better already.
The big mistake Shank made was going swimming at all, let alone outside the flags.
I was saying then that I can't swim, man. I know, I can't do anything. But they encouraged me. I said, all right, I'll go with you.
We've had a very serious rescue in this area. No one is to swim here anymore, please.
I was deep in the water by my ears. I was trying to call someone for help. I can't because I was too deep.
When I pulled him up, he was pretty much blue.
Corey got there that quick, and I was 10 seconds from calling for the defib. I thought the guy was going to drown.
He probably had another 10 seconds, maybe. Yeah, not long.
It's taken some convincing, but Tamika has agreed to test her fitness in the Ironman Challenge.
Do it would feel pretty good after, because it's a pretty hard thing.
Checking the surf forecast for race day, Kobe discovers conditions won't suit the faint-hearted.
It's going to be 8 foot, guaranteed 8 foot 12.
No, that's semi-scary.
Semi-scary.
It's going to peak right when the race starts. It's going to be tough stuff.
It's supposed to be like 10 foot or something, like at least 10 foot swell. So it's going to be heaps harder.
This will definitely sort her out for when she goes back up to Coffs Harbour. She'll be able to take on anything, I think.
Race day, mid-afternoon.
There are some rather large sets coming through today. That's why it's so difficult. All the water moving, it's just draining out in that south corner.
As the surf builds in the hours before the race, lifeguards are kept busy rescuing novice board riders.
Got no wax on it.
The powerful waves are already claiming victims.
So next time you guys get stuck in the rocks, go across.
$7 p.m. Patrols are over and flags are down. Bondi locals gather to support their race favourites.
I'm Maxi, he's a cute one. Harry! We're raising money for cancer. Help us out. I'm doing the race as well. Keep an eye out for me.
Paul McDermott and Mikey Robbins, stars of Good News Week, join in the fun.
Welcome to Bondi Beach, ladies and gentlemen of the world.
It's the annual Lifeguard Challenge.
Lifeguard against lifeguard, man against man, man against woman. It's incredible.
There will be devastation in the water.
Ladies and gentlemen, where's Carl? Give it up, please.
Very excited. You know, we're going to Bondi, there's a bit of swell. Tamika's been training hard over the last week, so I'm expecting a good performance.
How come you're not racing this year?
Oh, I've got a strained calf muscle, so I can't run.
That's my reason as well.
Yeah.
Itchy just got chewed on by a bird, so that should be good luck for you. Everyone just down on the promenade here, you might want to move to the side. You're about to get bowled over by some lifeguards.
The race is a handicap. Tamika is first off the mark, with Deano guiding her along.
3, 2, 1, go. 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 Go.
Rival trainees Maxi and Jake face off.
Go.
On a 9-minute handicap, Harries is last to leave.
3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Samantha. Come on, let's go.
Tom Bunning at the moment is in the front. The pretty young thing, Tom Bunning is in the front.
He's the one that you reckon looks like you.
A lot like me.
The stretch of water between Tamarama and Bronte is among the most dangerous on Australia's east coast. Young trainee Tamika is given flippers for safety. The current is so strong below the cliffs, Tamika couldn't turn back even if she wanted to. Around the corner at Bronte, the powerful swell is causing mayhem.
A few of the boys are literally up on the rocks. There's 3 of them up on the rocks, and they're they're back in the water now. They're getting absolutely belted.
summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll
be. In their annual Ironman Challenge, lifeguards are on the swim leg between Tamarama and Bronte. The punishing swell pushes them up against the cliffs.
The boys have jumped in the point here, and the sandbank's quite shallow coming out along the point of Tamarama. A few of them have actually gone up the rocks.
The backmarkers are only just beginning the swim leg at Tamarama. Maxi manages to rein in rival Jake.
We got Maxi, and Jakey boy all jumping in together. They're flying. I love it.
Harry starts to close his 9-minute handicap. The first competitors finally make it through to Bronte.
Tommy Bunning's in, he's about to grab his board.
These guys are cracking through it, mate.
Yeah, it's only taken a couple of minutes, so it should be a good race.
I reckon I couldn't get there that fast in a cab.
The swell at Bronte is relentless.
Our reports from over there say conditions are pretty bad and there's a few people getting washed around all over the place.
Just 16, Tamika has little chance of making it through the heavy swell.
She just needs a bit of help getting through these waves.
But even a lift on the jet ski is hard going. Meanwhile, someone's hijacked Hoppo's board.
Someone's taking mine. Oh, you gonna beat these guys? I'll see what happens. Want to get a break, maybe? Where you going? Good.
Jake follows Azza north, cleverly relying on his local knowledge.
Where you going, Maxi?
Maxi heads south and takes the waves head on. Race favourite Bacon has cut through the field. But he's about to paddle into some of the toughest conditions a lifeguard could encounter. It's carnage as wave after wave smashes in. Last year's winner Harries joins Bronte's logjam, but he has a plan to help get through the waves.
There's a rip in this water.
Two lifeguards finally make it past the breaking waves into clear water.
Righto, Whip, I've got an update for you, mate. Chapo's in the lead, it's looking real strong.
Copy that, so Chapo in the front, Beardy in second. How much gap between them? All right, copy that. Should be a good tussle between those two.
You should see down at Bronte, they're scattered everywhere. They're all over the beach.
Big wave surfer Azza and trainee Jake are next to make it through. Rival Maxi is going nowhere fast. Harry's plan isn't working. Even the rip fails to propel him through the swell. The race takes its toll.
I got absolutely pumped. Took about a 6 or 8 footer right on the head. Yeah, everyone's getting smashed. It's all right, just got to keep going, not going to give up. And I'll see you guys back at Bondi.
But it's far from over for Ben.
We've had some pretty tough conditions around the corner today at Bronte.
You've had about 10, 12 guys get smashed, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been actually a good year. For me not to do it.
Yeah, about to say.
Some sort of sick practical joke.
Drastic conditions, desperate measures.
There's no rules, is there? Like, as long as you're back to Bondi.
Tom contemplates scaling the cliffs as an easier option. Finally, race favourite Bacon makes it through after 20 minutes paddling. After some early assistance, Tamika rounds the point into Bondi.
Come on, Tamika, you're going good.
But some are still going backwards at Bronte.
combination of a rising swell and a low tide. And the waves are real close together, so...
But as Itchy considers his next move, down the beach, a lifeguard collapses. Head lifeguard Hoppo is first to attend his injured team member.
That's all right, mate.
Barely conscious, lifeguard Ben Sutherland has been injured during the Ironman Challenge. In the big swell, he's been struck in the head by a 10-kilo rescue board.
What happened there? I went up the same wave as Johnny Robson and then he landed on my head. Heart. Oh, there's heart. Yeah, put it down.
Your jaw?
Yeah.
What about your eye now? No good?
It's really blurry. How is he?
It's mostly jaw. A lot of the pain in the jaw.
Yeah, we went up the wave together and Johnny just landed on my head. I'm so dizzy.
Oh, yeah? Probably just got no oxygen. Yeah, where's the oxygen at? We've got to
bring it down now. We've got Mouse on the phone now. He's going to call an ambo to the beach down there.
It's the first time one of Hoppo's own men has been injured.
You know the drill. Feels like you broke the jaw. On the left side there.
The whole bottom feels like it's moved.
All right, we'll just stay there, mate. You'll be right. Hold up here. Put the shot here.
1, 2, 3.
Nice and easy.
Hey, Itchy, can you get Danny to ring my girlfriend?
Danny, ring your girl? Yeah, no worries.
Paramedics will take Ben to hospital for tests on his jaw and spine.
Unexpected, full-on stuff. You get caught somewhere and someone need another guy with a board, and Mother Nature, it just picks you up and it puts you wherever it wants to put you.
Back on the water in fading light, Chapo leads the field in the toughest Ironman challenge in Lifeguard's memory.
Chapo's never won it before and he's going to come in 100 metres in front.
Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Slapping hands as he comes along, and the children that have come out to meet him.
Pretty savage out there, fella.
Oh, mate. Yeah, it is, I suppose. It's just good to be back.
Kobe's coming in second. Here comes Beardy.
Yeah, Beard! Come on, fella!
Back in the field, Maxi hasn't fulfilled his ambition of a top ranking. But fellow trainee and arch-rival Jake is already back on the beach.
It's hard work, it's so tiring. Oh, it's just sore everywhere.
Here we go, we got Dunstan coming across the line and Maxi behind that. But just to let you know, he is still 12 years old.
Despite being helped through Bronte surf on a jet ski, Tamika has put in a gallant effort. Harries overtakes, making up his 9-minute handicap.
Oh, look at Harries. Yeah.
Good stuff, boys.
Here comes Tamika, the trainee, and Deano.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy, It was really hard.
Very proud?
I'm very proud of my daughter.
You can go back to Coffs and tell everyone that.
Race favourite Bacon was smashed by Bronte's waves. Now, he playfully rides one home.
Yeah, Bakes! I reckon I punched about 100 waves. Tommy Bunning and Gonzo coming around the point now.
There's just a few minutes of light left, and 2 competitors are still in the water.
Everyone make sure you give them a big round of applause as they come up the beach. It's been a tough night out there.
An hour after starting, Tom Bunting is last in. Finishing is victory enough, but only one can claim the title.
I'd like to call Chris Chapman to the sand podium here.
Next morning.
All around that bay of blue.
Yesterday's carnage is a memory. The walking wounded live to tell the tale.
I don't remember anything from the impact until I was back on the beach, and then I remember hearing voices which turned out to be Itchy and Hoppo. I guess I've now experienced what we do to people. Do the whole spinal procedure in the back of the ambulance. And
I thought you might have done something internal because you were bleeding from the mouth, but then I realised it was you bit your tongue.
Yeah, I got a big slit down my tongue, like a chunk out of it.
Say chili and lemon's good for you.
Yeah, all right, I'll take that into consideration.
Bondi is one of the world's great melting pots. Stripped down to the bare essentials, it doesn't matter who you are, rich or poor, black or white. But not everyone can disappear into the crowd.
It's definitely him, 100%.
Yeah, I know he's walked.
Where have you seen him walk before?
Just in the movies.
A Hollywood heartthrob is making a brave attempt to walk along Bondi's promenade unnoticed. Bacon decides to say g'day to Hugh Grant.
How you going?
Hey guys.
Hey mate.
We're just going to give us a break. We're just having a break for a couple of hours.
Okay, I'm just a local lifeguard. I was just wondering if I could say hello.
No, it's all right. Well, okay, we're in Sydney tonight.
Okay, no worries. It's cool as a cucumber.
Weird they're dressed in the same outfit.
I'm shocked that Hugh Grant's just walked the whole length of the promenade without being hassled by anyone, except for me.
Where's me camera? You get $1,000 for that shot.
Oh, yeah.
We need a toy.
But most celebrities come to Bondi to get attention, not avoid it. Lifeguards keep a watchful eye in case things get out of hand. In recent years, there's been gangster rapper Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, there you go.
He had hangers-on with little on and big minders with big attitude. Billionaire businessman Richard Branson displayed the common touch.
Going for a week, see the fireworks tonight, have a good time. Get my hair cut, actually, I need a haircut.
Even Mr. Bean dropped in on holiday.
How's your day been on the beach? Good? Yeah, fantastic.
Russell Crowe went incognito in a worker singlet. But while Russ escaped the paparazzi, the simple life was of no interest to another celebrity.
Paris Hilton's on at North Bondi, so me and Whippet are just going to check it out, make sure there's no problems going on down there.
Lifeguards 1 minute, Bondi's ambassadors the next. Bondi has been graced with many famous visitations, but none have generated more hype than Hollywood's hottest heartthrob.
Very exciting event down here today if you're a 12-year-old girl. Zac Efron's coming down to do a big thing with Oakley. He's him and Tommy Whittaker, one of the local surfers, are teaching a few people to surf.
We were on our way to school and we heard it on the radio, and I told my mum I was coming and she thought it was a joke, so...
We've been here since like 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's really gorgeous.
As you can see, there's quite a crowd building, and even the news crews are here, so yeah, I think there could be a bit of a ruckus.
Lifeguards swing into crowd control. Zac's also hanging out with champion surfer Lane Beachley.
Zac Efron is the heartthrob of the century.
Let's go, guys.
Local chauffeur is Bondi's own celebrity, former home and away star Ryan Clark, commonly known as Whippet.
Oh my God, it's not going anywhere.
In the frenzy, a man thrusts his child into the limelight. Zac's been on Bondi less than 5 minutes, and it looks like being an even shorter surf. Zac's about the only one chilling out.
Stand back! Stand back! If you don't play ball, we won't.
It's when lifeguards become bouncers. Meanwhile, Bondi dishes up some of the worst surf possible. But the crowd hasn't come to watch the surfing.
That's fair!
Without riding a single wave, it's time for the circus to leave town.
Stand back!
Are you kidding me?
Even the steely nerves of lifeguards are becoming frayed. Zac Efron does Bondi in 13 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, well done, mate. Yeah, it was a bit of mayhem. Didn't realise how popular he was.
But I tell you what, he's not that good look. I don't know what all the fuss is about.
Nah, I mean, I can see why girls like him.
On a beach where crowds can reach 40,000, it's not uncommon for lifeguards to find themselves on security duty. 40 degrees and tension is high. The water hasn't cooled some visiting hotheads.
Yeah, we're trying to work out whether it's a fight or a rumble. What's going on? Can you see any, Capo?
It's a fight.
Get on there.
In the middle of the beach, a group of young men has set upon one other man.
I want to go down.
Kobe and Chapo head down to intervene. Ben calls police as the victim retreats. As lifeguards arrive, one of the men involved in the fight starts to leave. Kobe heads him off.
We've got footage of it, we know who you are.
Okay, get your cameras, I don't know, what the f*** is doing? Get out of here before I knock you.
You're not going to touch anyone, mate. You're not doing anything, just relax.
Tell them to get down here ASAP because they're threatening people. They're saying they're going to punch us. This guy's a real want to follow him, he's trying to get off.
With no powers of arrest, lifeguards can only monitor the situation until police arrive.
I just wanted to keep an eye on him, but he's going to take off because the cops will do their best to get down here, but I don't think they're going to get down here in time. Heading up the prom in front of the surf club.
Yep. Starting to pin it, so he's starting to cross the road there.
The incident is recorded on CCTV in case there is any police action.
Walks off and watch his blade from here, watch his bloke. Kinging him, bang, and then they all just start kicking.
The victim claims he was defending a smaller boy.
What happened here today, mate?
Oh, I just asked him, he's like, why you sad for, and hit him all that, like, look at his size and your boys and all that, and then he swung a punch at him, and he's defending himself, and all of, 30 people.
You want to say anything, mate? What do you want us to do, guys? Do you want us to take action, or...?
We don't want anything to start, because we're all from the same area, and, something...
The best thing for you guys to do now would be to leave. The bloke who's made the assault, he's gone. He's outstanding somewhere. Schoolyardish, but that's about it, mate. So they all know each other. No one wants to take any sort of action.
You live near each other? I'm from Liverpool. Yeah. She's getting heaps of fight out there. Yeah. That's where they're from. Must be tough living out there, boys. Where are you from? Just around the corner. Anyway, boys, if anything happens, just come up here. All right? All right. Have a good one. So, maybe 3 or 4 times a year we get those 40-degree days and you get these large group of young males down here. They're usually pretty well behaved. They're just a little bit rowdy, They're just a lot of macho ego going around. It's a bit embarrassing for me seeing tourists on the beach and they think this is what Bondi's about. And, I just don't like seeing people being violent. It's not in my nature.
Small and big dramas regularly play out on Bondi's stage. Last year saw one of the biggest in Bondi's history.
An amazing tale of survival has
a shark attack on Bondi in 80
years. The victim, a local surfer at Bondi, managed to paddle into shore.
Like something had sucked the meat off his bone like you would a chicken drumstick.
The surfer certainly thought he wasn't going to make it out of this ordeal alive.
A year after being attacked by a shark, Glenn returns to Bondi.
There you go. Go, fellas. Bacon. How are you?
Nice
Sorry,
to
what
meet
was it? Bacon. Tom, how are you? Good, mate. How are you? Good to meet you.
This just works off the muscles in my arm, so it's just, it's pretty cool. It's like the latest technology.
Rip things with it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, you can hold a coffee cup and, you can do that pinch. And...
That's, some suburbs talking there. I like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
But when you look down, your whole arm was still there, but it was a big chunk taken out?
Oh, the hand was just hanging off. It was hanging off by that much bit of skin, and the bone was poking out, and that was all
Did you
open.
Did you feel like you were going to pass out, or were you pretty calm?
Yeah, I screamed, obviously. Yeah. That was kind of the first thing that happened, and then I just, you just do your best in that situation to to get in, so...
The shark attack on Glen Orges took place a year ago, and the details are still vivid.
I got home late from work, probably went surfing a bit later than I usually would, so it was about 7:30 when I got in the water.
The attack was never caught on camera, but CCTV footage taken at the same time shows a grey and overcast evening.
Just as I was paddling back out after I'd caught a wave, I got grabbed by something. I actually thought it was another surfer in this split instance that happened. I thought, as I was paddling towards a wave, I thought, oh, someone's trying to stop me get a wave, so I tried to yank my arm back, and then I just got, pulled under the water and it shook around. It took a while to realise what happened, but got back onto the board. Bits where I was in the water, paddling back in, I don't really like talking about that, what went through my mind, and felt like forever, but it wasn't.
I've just been told off by the surfers at one guy's had his hand taken off.
When I got onto the beach is when the community at Bondi really came together and to really help me out. A couple of Frenchmen who were surfing nearby and a couple of local surfers ran up the beach and helped me out of the water and put a tourniquet on my arm, and that saved my life.
I think if someone was brave tonight, it's him. You can believe me when you see this guy, he was very, very brave.
Glenn lost almost a third of the blood in his body. Donated blood from the Red Cross first kept him alive. He then received 75 litres of transfusions as surgeons tried to save his hand.
I'm prepared. All right.
His story convinces Bondi's lifeguards to donate blood themselves.
Yeah, I've donated blood a lot, actually. Yeah, you get your own little card. It's pretty cool. Get some lollies at the end of it.
You get a Mars bar. You definitely do get a Mars bar. Yeah.
And you know that you're helping people out there as well. All the hospitals and are starved for blood all the time. So it's good.
The attack is fresh in lifeguards' minds. On a busy Saturday, an urgent report comes to the tower. A shark has been spotted close to swimmers at nearby Tamarama.
The helicopter just went over the top of the beach there and spotted a nice little unfriendly shark. So the boys are going around and have a look and get everyone out of the water.
Here on the left. Oh, are you all right? Yeah.
The Westpac rescue chopper sounds a warning siren. Beardy saw the shark before it disappeared from view. The chopper crew updates lifeguards.
Beast-sized shark, it was in Bronny, it's tracked across, it was in and out of the swimmers, so we had concerns for welfare. We just chased it as once you guys came above, you scared it and it ran into the rocks there, so we've lost track of it in the dark, so it's somewhere in this vicinity, but it hasn't come back sandbank at this stage.
Lifeguards remain vigilant in case the shark comes around the point and into Bondi.
If you see anything else, give us a yell. If not, all clear. Bondi lifeguards clear.
If a shark wants to bite you, it's going to bite you, especially if there's people around. So it might have just been having a look. Might come around here, we don't know. It's very hard to tell from where we are. They swim so deep, and unless it comes to the surface and someone else sees it, we've pretty much got Buckleys of being right on the scene to see it.
Just hours later, lifeguards received disturbing information.
See the waves out the back there? Almost where the dark green meets the lighter coloured green. Yeah. See where those birds are? Looking at that? I don't know what it was. It's just a shadow. It's moving slowly. All right, we'll check it out.
I just had a couple of waves come up. There's something moving out the back off about third ramp. They thought they were saying it's a shark.
There's something there, eh?
Yeah.
We've seen something pretty big in that water. I can see it now.
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
An ominous shadow has been sighted close to shore. With hundreds in the water, lifeguards are poised to set off Bondi's shark alarm.
Look how close it is to there. Are we going, Betty?
But before swimmers are sent into panic, the culprit reveals itself.
Yeah, he's huge. He's going mad.
The shark is in fact a seal.
Fine, mate. Our friendly seal. How funny.
Yeah, he's just throwing a big fish around that he's caught. He's just playing with it.
He's been hanging around. We've been chasing him since Christmas. Well, I tossed up Seymour the seal, but I'm more like Salty the seal.
Oh, he's having a good old time, eh?
Everyone's freaking out, come running in going, there's a shark, there's a shark.
Slippery little sucker.
Just before 7 p.m, pack-up time.
See you tomorrow.
But the day isn't over for Terry and Jake as a man approaches for help.
We've been to the friends here and the kids turned up, but he's lost his brother. Is there a lost child section somewhere?
Yes, there is. You found it. Bondi Central. This is Black Rhino. Yeah, we've got a lost boy.
I'm about to make contact with her mum and she's absolutely out of her mind with stress, so just stand by.
We go find your son.
There are still thousands of people on the beach.
No, here, look at this, so many people.
It's 5:27 now. We finish in 5 minutes, and we've got a lost kid who ran away from his brother.
Roy is just 6 years old. Lifeguards search with the boy's mother, father and older brother.
Well, I've had a big day. We've had a massive crowd. We've been out in the sun all 9-10 hours. Everyone's kind of beaten.
Stay on board, stay on board. Yeah, we're going to go.
How old is he?
6, just then 6.
Yeah, there's a big play area next to the surf club.
Skate park. If someone could grab... Where's Jake? No, stay on. We're looking now. Just relax, boys.
They're starting to get pretty frantic, so we need to sort of get this going, attack it now before it gets too late.
6-year-old Roy has already been missing for almost half an hour. Lifeguards spread across the beach to search.
Mate, it's getting kind of pretty stressful now. I think the boys are all out looking and...
I just went through the whole pavilion and then I walked all the way up the north end through the car park, looking on the grassed area at the back. I've seen no sign of him, mate.
Okay, thanks, Mouse. Bondi Central, is he been going in and out of the water at all today?
She doesn't seem to think so. Mate, we're having our hands full just keeping up with the chick beside herself.
Missing children are generally found very quickly. Not this evening.
Normally it's like 15 minutes max, you know.
That was at 7:30, it's now nearly 7:10.
I want to ring the police.
Time's really important with lost kids because, you know, you don't want to think the worst, but unfortunately, you know, things can happen.
We're going to get some police down here to help us with the search. Okay? It's all right. It's going to be all right. Stay with me.
While the father searches the beach, Roy's mother Paula bumps into a family friend. Terry takes the mother and brother to the car park where he was last seen. Roy has now been missing for almost 45 minutes.
What we need is the police at the tower, please. I'm coming with Paula now. I'm going to bring her through out.
Hoppo does some detective work with the boy's older brother, Ricky.
Start thinking like he does. All right, now this is where you were, right? Okay.
Lifeguards try to put themselves in the shoes of a 6-year-old.
Have a look around the kids' pool and even around the Mr. Whippy van around that area, mate. You might be hanging down there.
You sure he wouldn't just be trying to hide from you?
Not now.
Yeah?
If he was hiding then, he's not hiding now. He'd be gone to anyone.
Yeah.
Following Kerbox's suggestion, Jake searches near the kiddies' pool. He's looking for a boy in a black sun shirt.
Bondi Central, I've just found him. He's down near the North Bondi kids pool. I'll bring him back to the tower now. Oh, thank God. Good on you, mate. Jake found him, mate, down near the kids pool.
Ah, sweet, copy.
As Jake drives young Roy back to the tower, Paula waits to be reunited with her son. But Father Roberto can't be contacted as he frantically searches.
Can you bring the older brother back here? We're just going to find the dad now because the mum's here and Jake's got the kid. Actually, we've got the dad too. Jake's got the dad. Jake's had a blinder.
1, 2, 3. ¿Por qué se va solo? ¿Por qué se va solo? ¿Por qué se va solo? Te lo pueden robar.
6-year-old Roy has been lost for nearly an hour.
Here he is.
But it's felt like an eternity for his family.
He's right here. He's all right. He's all right. He was just playing in the sand.
¿Cómo me asustas tú así, Roy? Papito, ¿cómo le haces a tu mamá? ¿Tú estabas hablando con alguien? ¿Alguien te cogió? ¿Nadie te cogió? ¿Tú te fuiste a jugar allá? ¿Solo? Very appreciated.
No worries.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
She actually apologised for her irrational behaviour at the end of it, and sort of like she didn't have to, because I understood. You start to feel that something sinister might have happened to him, or something bad might have happened to him, and that was really lovely watching him embrace at the end. And it was a really good, not a good way to end the day, but a happy way to end the day with a good result.
For Lifeguards, it's finally time to go home.
We found him. Hey.
Bondi's charms lured Roy away from his parents. Now, others enjoy the simple pleasures of Australia's most famous beach. It's a perfect day on Bondi Beach. Hot air, warm water, a puff of wind and a playful swell.
There they go, then they're in ankle-deep water. Conditions are amazing. It's almost Mediterranean-like. Just the way the sandbanks have formed are quite unique. We've had a big swell over the last couple of weeks, and that's really worn away the sand itself, and it's caused like little islands.
Over 2 million visitors head to Bondi every summer, and this is what they come for. Unfortunately, some get much more than they bargained for.
Full essentials, black rhino, or kid with a, he might have a dislocated elbow. Might bring down the whistle.
Copy that, yeah. Chapo's en route.
Alex is a backpacker on holiday from Italy. His first go at body surfing ended with a dislocated elbow. Yaxi's Spanish is the next best thing to Italian. Lifeguards break out the green whistle, a powerful analgesic.
Breathe in. Breathe in.
Dislocations can be excruciatingly painful.
Just keep breathing in and out.
A long way from home and in extreme pain, Alex gets agitated.
What is this? Come on, man. He's coming. It's okay. I'll get it. Getting you, babe. Mate, listen. I'll get it. My bag. It's okay. Yes, I know. I understand. Explain a little.
After a few minutes on the green whistle, Alex's mood suddenly lightens.
They're good, those green whistles, aren't they?
This is good.
Italy, man.
Yeah.
I think he was just high. He forgot about his injury. He started gibbering in Swahili, a bit of Japanese, I think. Bit of French, Italian, English, Spanish. He was all over the place after that. But the main thing was that it took his mind off his pain.
"11 a.m. The gentle breeze has shifted into a sweltering westerly from the inland. It's 32 degrees and rising. The sand is even hotter. Sensible footwear is the order of the day.
It is bloody hot today. It's got to be 35, near 40 degrees. And the wind's blowing out of the west, which is the hottest wind, and it's humid as well. It's just sticky. It's awful.
Then, a first casualty of the heat.
What is it, Yatesy? Someone's collapsed. Down there. Azza's down there.
A woman appears unconscious on the sand. Azza and Robbo investigate.
Do you want to sit up for us?
Want to sit up? Hey, mate. We're having a chat with you. See what's going on. Someone's worried about you. Eh? Just having a sleep, yeah?
Yeah, she seems to be okay. She, I think she just fell asleep in the sun after too many drinks or whatever she's on.
A member of the public was concerned. They were watching her for a while and her face was in the sand and she started inhaling sand into her mouth. If she lay there any longer in the sun, she could have got really highly dehydrated and, you know, ramifications from that aren't too good.
If nothing else, the woman's been saved from damaging sunburn. It's near midday and still getting hotter.
It's really up around the mid-30s already and haven't hit midday. Certainly heat-related injuries are what we're looking out for today. We've got to be pretty smart about the way we operate or we're going to burn out by 7 o'clock tonight, that's for sure. We're going to go close to 40 degrees today, so the guys have got to, you know, make sure they keep the fluids up and make sure they use their energy economically.
The next heat casualty soon comes along.
She's not looking too good over there.
Nah.
The 63-year-old Reidy, she's had a heart condition, she's had a double bypass. Low blood pressure. Boys, we're going to get down.
Go now. Queen Elizabeth Drive, nearest cross street is Angus Road.
John's put her on the oxygen, got her feet up on her back and took her blood pressure, which is very high. It's not good. And this has happened to her before, apparently. She was just overloaded. She took too much of it. She took her stuff and the kids' stuff, and it was just too much of a load for her. Yeah, you look heaps better.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's doing a lot better. Oxygen's unreal. It's like having a Red Bull.
Yeah, they can't eat quick, mate.
Now I've got to ring up my husband and tell him come and help me.
So much for Nahid's relaxing swim with her daughter and grandchildren.
Do 2 at 1. To what? Is that like people dropping like 4 hours?
Sorry to be such a bloody nuisance. No, you've not been a nuisance at all.
As the mercury climbs even higher, so does the toll.
Want to have a spew, mate?
Heat exhaustion can cause vomiting, headaches and cramps. In severe cases, it can kill. More at risk are children and the elderly. By 1 o'clock, there have been a dozen victims and 4 ambulance calls. Then, lifeguards are called to yet another unconscious patient. But this one is suffering from much more than dehydration. A beach guy has been found unconscious in Bondi's changing rooms.
Mate, can you call an ambulance? Bit of a drug overdose.
Ambulance, please.
The victim is a teenage boy. Lifeguards need to keep him out of the sweltering heat and begin treating him with oxygen.
What do you reckon you collapsed for? Heat, nothing else? Yeah, what have you had? Speed and pot. And this has never happened to you before when you've taken that? No? Must be a strong batch, eh?
The boy and his companion had only met the night before on a train from Newcastle.
We were walking around Central and then it just started getting hot, so we're like, we're going to the beach. But I didn't think it'd end up like this.
G'day, g'day, here we are again.
Yeah, this is a shame.
So had some drugs on the weekend? Yeah. Okay, what did you take? Okay. Having trouble coming down, or? No?
Paramedic Ben checks the boy's blood glucose levels and tries to get to the bottom of what happened.
Was he definitely unconscious, mate, for a while? You couldn't wake him?
I pretty much had to, like, literally shake him.
Did he wake when you shook him?
Nah, pretty much had to yell at him. I woke him up the last time and he didn't know where he was.
He was taking a drink apparently, and that's when he blacked out and then hit his head on a concrete pillar.
You fell down and you hit your head on a concrete pillar. Yeah. Right, you got any pain in your neck or anything? No, alrighty. Yeah, all right, mate. We're going to take you up to the hospital. All right, how old are you? 14. Gee, starting early, eh? We're going to head up to the Children's Hospital. Kind of weird taking a patient on hard drugs up to the Children's, but they're actually used to it. Sweet. See you later. All right.
Bondi, where the city and all its problems meets the sea.
You sign up to be a lifeguard and then you're attending to drug overdoses on the beach. It's sort of sad in a way, you know. You hope that stuff sort of doesn't make its way down here. It's pretty bad to think what's happening in society.
In the blazing heat, beachgoers are so anxious to cool off, many disregard safety warnings.
Come back to shore. Come straight back to shore, please. There is a dangerous current forming. Attention, please. We want people to use the red and yellow flag. Do not swim here.
Hundreds of metres from the safety of the flags, a man struggles against a powerful rip.
Just give him a, mate, how you going? You need a pickup, you know?
How you going, mate?
Even a powerful swimmer would be no match for the rip.
Essentially, the black rhino, that rip looks like it's charging. That guy looks like he's a pretty good swimmer. Having a fair bit of trouble.
And Michael's going in now.
Mouse heads in.
You alright, mate? Are you going good? It's just that current. You're going alright, just can't break that current, eh? Let's get on quick before we get on this reef, eh?
The rip pushes Mouse and his patient precariously close to the rocks. Time is of the essence.
Quick. Jump on, put your chest on. Go left, that's it. Other way.
Now, directly above the reef, Mouse thinks he finally has the man safely aboard.
Hey, mate, you're gonna have to lay down, eh?
But not so.
Chest, feet. 1, 2, 3. Good son. Good son. Feet on that.
After much trial and error, they finally head for shore.
The old bloke was a bit confused. I think he had to get on. But it's like he was caught, and then if you don't get him on that quick, they just, out they go.
He's from Ireland. God bless him.
Tony's first swim at Bondi Beach is one he'll long remember.
You have strong ocean currents in Ireland, but like being the weather it is and things like that, you'd only swim probably 2 or 3 months of the year or something like that. So your swimming technique, you wouldn't get enough time to practice it as such, you know.
I thought I was pretty, said it to him in pretty plain English to put his chest here and his legs back here. I don't know, he didn't get it, but I mean, you know, it's not his fault. People start to panic and they just want the board and, you know, they're out of breath. It happens all the time, but it happened about 5 times in a row then, which is a bit special.
Disregarding directions is a common problem. Ball games are banned on Bondi for the risk that they pose to other beachgoers. The regulation is difficult to police, but sometimes games stop for other reasons.
How are you for pain, mate? Is it a lot of...
No, I can handle it.
Lifeguards attend what at first appears to be a simple stubbed toe.
We'll just drive you straight to the tower.
Bob is on a working holiday from Scotland. He arrived in Australia just a week ago.
Playing soccer and just accidental clashed feet with somebody else.
Okay, what kind of pain are you in out of 10?
Oh, it's not so.
It's not so
I
at
feel
all.
it. It's like
I don't really want to touch it, okay?
Lifeguards deal with hundreds of different injuries, but this is unlike anything they've ever seen.
It's a doozy, all right? It'd kick your toe that badly that the bones actually come through.
Another way down?
Yeah. So that's why we need you to go to hospital, mate.
So it's gone quite a fair bit down, hasn't it? Feeling woozy at all?
Nah.
Lifeguards are amazed by the Scottish braveheart.
Just remember going to a barbecue right now.
It's all right, mate.
Okay.
The volleyball's at the question.
In case the pain does kick in, lifeguards give Bob the green whistle.
Suck in it.
You're a tough man. If I looked at that, I'd cry if it was me.
No,
I kind of cried when it was you. Imagine it was me.
I'm going to have trials for Sydney FC because I've seen the quality of the football that obviously not now.
The side of Bob's toe has Lifeguards rattled.
I've had broken legs, everything like that, you know? Heavy, heavy gashes. Death. That toe was heavy, mate.
Meanwhile, Maxi takes the opportunity to learn a new language.
Teach me some of the accent. Maybe I could pull it off.
How are you doing, darling? Is it tonight?
Huh?
How are you doing, darling? What are you doing tonight?
What are you doing that? What are you doing tonight?
Aye.
Does that sound right?
Nah, it's not a bit. I'm tired.
Bob's dream to play for Sydney FC is on hold. He'll require surgery to repair his fractured toe.
Say, Bob. Hey.
Lifeguards spend more time preventing injuries than treating them.
Swim over to your right, you'll get in. Swim over to the bank. Over that way.
Reidy and Bisho direct a group of swimmers out of a rip and to the safety of a nearby sandbank.
The guy out the back, totally ignoring me, swim to your right. You're panicking, aren't you?
Bisho thinks the man can make it on his own.
It's all right. Mate, that was his best.
Boys, that bloke furthest away from the bank, he's starting to pull some pretty weird heads.
He doesn't realise he's about 2 metres from the sandbank. He's be able to stand up very soon. He's freaking out.
Attention, the guy in the back doing breaststroke there, mate. If you keep going toward your right, as your friends did earlier, you'll be fine.
In the tower, Mouse decides it's time to act.
Yeah, I reckon it's worth going in for that one.
So close to the bank, but he's not. I think he's starting to panic. He's not listening to the boys. I think Reidy's just going to get him.
I hope Andrew gets denied.
Stand up, buddy. You're on your feet. Look. Magic.
As Bisho predicted, the man makes it onto the sandbank.
You're coming home empty-handed?
While Reidy doesn't perform a rescue, he decides to deliver a lecture.
He's going to go back out, is he?
Straight across. We were trying to tell you to go onto the sandbank. You wouldn't listen. Go to your right. You're right. Yeah, I know. Next time, swim between the red and yellow flags. Good. Cool.
Nice day. Why not get wet, I guess? I don't like to do that because in case something happens and we need 2 lifeguards, then it just leaves me. I can't do a whole beach. I probably could. Well done, Andrew.
Are you doing anything?
But, yeah, I was explaining what not to do and you did.
What I did, I wanted to get wet.
If I had a body like that, I'd leave my shirt on.
Moments later, a far more serious situation unfolds in the south corner. This time, there's no hesitation.
Yeah, get in there, Bish. She's holding him up.
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
3 swimmers struggle to keep afloat in a deep hole close to shore. Another swimmer is in a rip further out. Reidy races to help. A surfer reaches the first group as Reidy goes straight past to rescue their friend. The rip has dragged him 40 metres away. He's in serious trouble.
You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. No. Continue, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. No. You're going to turn around that way? Yeah. Lay on your stomach.
Her cheeks hammered out the back. Look on Reidy's board. It's not even a cheek, it's a bloke.
okay?
The surfer grabbed the 3 on the shore, and then there was another one right at the back. A guy who looks extremely exhausted, and Reidy's got him. The guy's just laying there like a dead body. I'm sure he's alive now.
Thanks, guys. Yes. Come on. Yes. You okay?
Now safe, the other swimmers are concerned for their friend.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's still not moving.
Yeah, he's looking terrible.
You alright? Yeah. What's happened? You tired?
Yeah, tired.
Too tired?
Yeah. Just now.
It's alright?
Yeah.
You got it next time when you're swimming. When you come to Bondi and you go swimming, you have to swim between the red and yellow flag.
Hujan Lee is a 28-year-old student from Korea who has suddenly found his saviour.
He's like Jesus. I feel like I'm with Jesus. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, he saved my life.
No, don't hug me. It's not worth a hug. In Australia, we don't man hug. We just shake. Just shake.
Yeah.
Shake. And a little kiss.
Yeah.
No, Jack.
Yeah. 힘이 다 빠졌어, 내가.
야, 이거 한국 방송이 안 나오는 건 아니지?
호주 방송.
He should definitely go and get swimming lessons, but he doesn't swim at all. Well, he floated pretty good. And to another point, I often come to Bondi Beach and wear a helmet when I'm walking on the beach. Hi, helmet man.
Broken toes and heat stroke, near drownings and religious conversions. A day of surprises comes to a close. Just when lifeguards get a chance to relax, an emergency in the tower.
If that was on me, I'll be bumming, mate.
Blood-sucking leeches are not local to Bondi. No one knows where it has come from. Chapo is the prime suspect. He's just come back from a trip to the bush.
Quickly, get nerd. Get nerd. They could be on your ass. Shit. It's full. It's been sucking you on. Chapo, take your shoes off.
This is Chapo's leech. It's going to be our new pet. Called Chips the leech.
Get rid of it, mate. Yeah, just keep looking at it.
Bondi, 1988. When the mullets were long and the boardies were short. It's been 22 years since Bondi hosted an international surfing competition. It was also the time when Kerbox, former pro surfer Rod Kerr, was at his peak, as was his hair. But now, the glory days are back. Australia's most famous beach is about to play host to the world's hottest surfers.
It's amazing to have a contest back in Bondi. I love it. I'm excited, eh? This is going to be insane.
The last contest that was here, I think Box was surfing in it.
I did. I surfed in the AP Pro back in...
80s, 80s. I'm sure it was 80s, not 70s, but anyway.
Star turn is 9-time world champion Kelly Slater.
I don't think I've actually ever even surfed at Bondi, to be honest with you, let alone compete. It should be great to get out there and just let loose, and good for the spectators because, you know, every wave someone's going to be going for something crazy.
Been on a busy day, we can get up 40, 50,000 people just coming down the beach to enjoy Bondi Beach. So throw in all these guys and you'll probably get another 50 on top of that.
It's going to be great to surf Bondi without the crowd. I've surfed here a couple of times before. I didn't get many waves. So there's a lot of sitting there and watching about 1,000 guys paddle around you.
Looking forward to getting out there with Rod Kerr and dueling with him.
Slater and Kerbox are mates and were once competitors on the Pro Tour. A day before the competition starts, the world's hottest surfers give a taste of what they can do. But until the world's best begin competing, Bondi showcases some of the worst. Then, the inevitable.
This guy's got a head gash.
Gash on top of his head, bro.
39-year-old Tal, a Bondi local, collided with another surface board.
A couple of waves came through, someone jumped on a wave, and just as he turned around, the wave kind of closed out, and the guy was kind of coming straight out. Nowhere to go, really.
More disturbing than the blood are other symptoms.
Can't see properly out of his eye either.
Can't? He's going to get the oxy on him. He's pretty dizzy. He's got a pretty decent head gash.
Pressure on the wound contains blood loss.
He is bleeding, but they're containing the bleeding, so an ambulance ASAP.
Yeah, copy H. Thanks, mate.
Let me go. Pull that out, H.
I'll open the back with him.
I'll tell your wife I'll take your board, okay?
Sure, thanks.
He's going to kill me, mate.
Oxygen helps minimise shock as a pressure bandage stops the bleeding. An intensive care paramedic arrives within minutes.
It's very blurry. Just open your eyes nice and wide for me.
Tal's pupils are tested to see if he's suffered any neurological damage.
The problem with head injuries, because they're a big impact, they don't always affect you straight away. Okay, so you may, worst case scenario, you may be bleeding inside your brain. Obviously in your head there's only so much space you can bleed into, so if you bleed it pushes your brain.
After an urgent phone call, Tal's wife makes it to the tower.
I promise I'm fine, I promise. But better now. I got a shock when I walked in.
It's definitely one of the worst head cuts I've seen.
It's a very good argument now for maybe wearing a helmet, because this is the kind of thing you can...
All of us guys are surfers, and we see the accidents and just shake our head. Surfer etiquette's the most important thing, because if you don't have any guidelines or rules to abide by, well, then everything's out the window. People will end up getting killed.
Head injuries are dangerous enough on land. In the water, they can be even more lethal.
This guy could have a fractured skull. He could have been killed instantly. And Boxy and I often look at each other and go, mate, when's the first death from a surfboard hit?
Tests will soon reveal the extent of Tal's injury. It's more than 2 decades since Bondi hosted a pro surfing contest. Today, Bondi is back.
It's going to be awesome, you know, you've got some of the best surfers in the world down here. There's a big crowd building down there.
Former pro surfer Kerbox has a chance to relive his glory days in the celebrity event.
This is my gang, this is what I'm about, and I can't wait.
Lifeguards are in charge of safety, both in and out of the water.
We're going to have things going on in the water. I'm sure we'll have issues up on the beach with so many people.
Look at the crowd, it is swelled with good reason.
Wildcard entries have been left open for the hottest local surfing talent. Whippet has earned a shot at the big guns.
Kerbox was my surf coach when I was 12, so it's pretty cool to be working with him now, and we still surf most days together.
Look at him. So the Bondi Lifeguards following with their homegrown boy.
There are 6 surfers in each heat. The best 2 progress to the next round.
Come on, Whip. Do it! Yeah!
A 360 gets Whippet off to a good start, putting him in first place. Whippet's rivals respond, but he keeps the lead. The red surfer punts a big aerial, putting him in front. But if Whippet can hang on to second place, he'll still make the next round. 5 seconds remaining, and Whippet's almost certainly through. Until the white surfer sneaks one in.
Such a cruel sport, surfing. Whippet just got beat in the last 5 seconds, which is disappointing.
Did he get through?
Nah, so he ended up third. 5 seconds to go, the guys snagged one.
Allow him to come up if he needs a shoulder.
You did set winning. I was already celebrating for you.
The crowd builds for the highly anticipated celebrity team event.
Kelly Slater.
My name is Hot.
Owen Wright, Fanning, Taj Burrow. Yeah, came to watch those boys.
Current world champion Mick Fanning is teamed up with lifeguard Azza Graham and Bondi vet Chris Brown. 9-time world champion Kelly Slater is teamed up with his old buddy Kerbox.
I'm terrified. I'm nervous.
It's been years since Kerbox competed in a surfing contest.
Actually, the funny part is I actually surfed in the last one about 500 years ago.
But Kerbox's return to competition is about to hit a hurdle.
Someone just sewed my board up.
I don't believe it.
Feel it.
I promise you, I swear it wasn't me.
Someone has spread detergent all over his board.
It's going to be like standing on desert on a banana peel. I'll just go, what am I going to do? Look at it, look at it. I'm going to kill someone.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
I'd never do it to anybody. It wasn't me.
Kerbox must completely re-wax his board, but his heat begins in 10 minutes.
I may as well not even go surfing. I can't use the board. Well, seriously, I can't surf.
The contest is about to begin, and Kerbox is nowhere to be seen.
I don't need him up here.
Word spreads to his competitors.
Couldn't happen to a better bloke.
Sweating.
Oh, they called his name.
I'm going to find out who did it. I'm going to kill him.
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
Bondi's celebrity surfing event is minutes away, but Kerbox is the victim of foul play. Someone has sabotaged his board with detergent.
You good?
Mate, I just passed all over my board. No, it wasn't me. No.
Look at you sweating, eh?
Hey, look at this.
Oh, that's too much. Oh, I had nothing to do with it, eh? I'm not that smart.
Is about to leave the building, ladies and gentlemen. Rod Kerbox, yeah! Watch out, Kelly Slater.
It's been 15 years since the former world number 6 competed in a surfing competition. Now, at 43, Kerbox is back in the spotlight.
He's that nervous. I've never seen him that nervous before.
I'm rattled, mate. I'm heavily rattled.
There's only 1 million people watching on the web and TV. So it's a teams event. There's 4 surfers per team. Everyone gets 3 waves. So your best 2 waves count.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
Better do it, mate. Hold our team up. What's that? If you're actually going to hold our team
I haven't surfed in a week.
Also hoping to deliver a few knockout moves, world boxing champion Danny Green.
Wax is obviously very important to a professional surfer like myself. Make sure I don't fall off, but I don't think it's going to help me, mate. I'm going down.
Hopefully we're going to go out there and put on a show and not drown either. Luckily we've got the Bondi Lifeguards on hand. Kelly Slater, he'll be down there, and Box Kerr. He's got a few nerves, folks, so try and settle the Box Kerr down. Get him out representing the Bondi Lifeguards, of course. No pressure, Box. You can see just a massive crowd congregated down there.
Guys, right back, please.
He's nervous.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's shaking.
Hometown advantage, you know, he should be all right.
50,000 people on the beach and someone soaks up his board in front of his biggest moment in 20 years.
Yeah.
Please do it.
That's heavy, man.
It's unreal. I love it.
Kerbox waits for his session as all eyes are on Kelly Slater and Mick Fanning.
Here we go, Mick Fanning looking to get his team off to a great start. Nice little hit, moving through to the inside. Boom. Here we go, Reidy. Nice hack. He's still going.
Throws the combos up into that last turn.
After Slater slashes, Kerbox needs to keep the red team in front.
Rock and roll, Rodney Kerr.
It doesn't take long for the old pro to show he hasn't lost it.
Winding back the clock. Classic stuff. I like to roll the box.
Now Kerbox is pitted against fellow lifeguard Azza, surfing for Mick Fanning's yellow team.
He goes Azza. Super tricky. Waves got no walls on them, you can't tell what they're going to do.
I didn't fall, that's the main thing. I had a chunder out there. Did you? I got myself that worked up. After my first wave, I just went... then I was sweet.
What happened? Did you get a couple of The winner, the red team. Congratulations, guys.
And Rod Kerr over here, big boy hadn't surfed Connor since '94 or something. He just got the winning win for us.
I've got it. I'm going to kill him. I got so rattled out of the way.
Kerrbox, you're a legend, mate.
For Kerrbox, the glory days are back.
I reckon we should just put the aluminum zinc back on his face and he'll think he's back on the tour in the 80s.
I surfed like absolute crap, but he had a couple of good waves and won the thing for us, so it's pretty good. But he was shaky. I don't think he surfed a contest in a few years. So a bit nervous. Yeah, he was a bit nervous. He came out of the water. He was like this kind of thing. I thought I was going to have to get him rescued.
But the major sporting event doesn't distract from the main game on Bondi. Just along the beach, a girl is being dragged out to sea in a rip.
The first girl got in, the other one's thrown him over, but she's struggling a bit. I don't like the chances. Yeah, get out there, Baker. I reckon she's starting to panic a bit.
Bacon heads out in the heavy swell.
She's pretty happy to see him.
Ali is from Sydney's northern beaches.
I came to Bondi Beach because I wanted to go see Kelly Slater surf in the Boost surf competition. I got in a bit of trouble, so I met him.
Not quite as good as Kelly Slater.
That was all right.
Meanwhile, the Sunday crowd builds to watch the final air competition.
Thank you.
With thousands on the beach, Lifeguards multitask as they attend a string of first aids. An event organiser has dislocated her knee. And while Lifeguards rescue more swimmers, a 10-year-old girl has collapsed.
It's just gone mental.
Then, in the tower, another report.
We just had a report of a seizure at the entrance of the car park. Yeah, we just had a report of a seizure down by the entrance of the car park. Yatesy and Troy are responding to that. You may need to back them up. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, I'll need a medic kit, ASAP, and we'll need an ambo. Call an ambo now. You doing else today? Been drinking much water, eh?
Big week, haven't you, boys?
Been drinking much today?
No, not water. Just fucking dehydrated.
Gonna grab them.
Until paramedics arrive, Lifeguards administer oxygen.
Do you suffer from seizures at all?
He's had one before about a year and a half ago.
Dehydrated. Did they put it down or anything? Dehydration then?
Low blood sugar.
And your low blood sugar. Oh, okay. Just let me know if anything deteriorates or if there's any change.
Keep you posted. Feel pretty under control. It's a lot to do with probably dehydration. He's had a massive day yesterday as well, so you know he's come down, hot day today. It's a sign to everyone to keep the fluids up all day.
But all eyes are on the beach as the last event is about to begin. An aerial competition with a $25,000 prize. Thousands wait to watch the world's best surfers pull off the most outrageous moves they can.
Whippet!
Bondi's Lifeguards have been assigned to do the toe-ins to get maximum launch speed.
There's heaps of pressure on us. It's, you know, you're telling the best surfers in the world, they've got really high expectations and they want to look good for the crowd.
Surfing was once about carving turns. Now it's about getting air.
Plenty of speed. He's got to ramp down on this end section. Launches into the air.
After a dazzling display of aerials, Australian surfer Owen Wright is $25,000 richer. His winning aerial scored an almost perfect 9.8.
I've always been a fan of Bondi Beach, but now it must be your favourite beach in the world, huh?
Oh, for sure. This place is nuts. To see the crowd down here and just to be out there with all the boys and just go big. And I'm so stoked that I pulled off one at the start, man.
It's actually for beauty. He wants it in the tower, but he's too embarrassed to ask.
So Whippet. Unreal.
It may have been the best display of surfing Bondi has ever seen.
It's great to be back at Bondi. They're looking in from the beach. The crowd is amazing, and yeah, it's really cool to be a part of.
Yeah, this has been an amazing day. Great for Bondi, great for surfing. We've had a ball, haven't we?
It's been a good day.
Been pretty busy.
Been really busy.
But I mean, looking at the crowd, Bondi needs a surfing event, and we got a good one.
And Kerbox has proved he's still got it. More importantly, he's uncovered the culprit who sabotaged his board. Former pro surfing mate, Bo Emerton.
I blamed everybody, and I couldn't think of it. I blamed Maxi, I blamed him, I blamed the bloody camera crew, and then they went, Bo! Then I just ran up my hotel, had a little sleep, and I'm just thinking he's going to slip over here.
Mate, I don't think I've ever been so rattled in my whole life. It just threw everything out. Couldn't believe it, mate. I had a spill in the water. I was that nervous.
The old-fashioned soap on the board trick, mate. It never fails. Never fails.
Summer may be drawing to a close, but Bondi is still full of surprises.
Morning, guys. Make sure you don't expose yourself to the sun after having a big night, eh?
But some suffer from more than a hangover after a big night out.
We'd finished 2 bottles of something. We'd finished something.
Tom and Josh, both 17, are from Sydney's west. They've come to the tower in a spot of bother.
He vomited twice, nearly on me. And then after that, I think he passed out and I passed out afterward. Right? Then we woke up. I'm like, oh, where's my wallet? And then I looked everywhere. Then Josh checks and he has no phone.
All right.
Deano begins some detective work.
So what was the plan at the start of the night?
We didn't have a plan. We just like, oh, want to go to Luna Park? And we had some money and we were like, oh yeah, let's go. I was like walking with him through Luna Park and he's like, oh, I got an idea. Let's get some grog. No, serious. That's what you said. Him. It was his idea. So then we went to, I think we went to King's Cross because it's a real stingy place. We meet this man that comes up to you and he walks into your face. He goes, hello. He's like 75 or 80. And Josh starts going back, hello. So then he follows us and then we get in the train, right? Then we see this hooker or prostitute. And then he's like, oh, you want to have a fun time? Josh is like, ooh. I'm like, no.
And then you come to Bondi?
Yes.
So you both said it's the worst night you've ever had.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Who wakes up and loses all their stuff? oh, we've been ransacked.
Well, Josh come up to me before and he said that he wanted to use the phone. He's worried about you because you're an epileptic.
I am epileptic.
Boys have both got fairly major medical concerns. Tom's epileptic and he hasn't had his medication for several days at least, and add into that he's been out all night drinking. I can't let them go unless they're released into someone else's welfare. We've got a duty of care here to make sure they're looked after.
Eventually, Josh reaches his anxious supervisor.
Come and pick me up, please.
After a big night out on the mean streets of Sydney, the boys are back in safe hands.
I thought Dave would be angry with you.
Did you get everything?
How'd you lose your shirt?
Oh, you know.
Thanks for helping us out. Yep.
My pleasure.
Yep.
You're lovely boys.
Yep.
All right, be good.
Yep.
See you, mate.
At Sydney's favourite playground, watching out for the young and the reckless is a lifeguard's lot. On patrol, Yatesy's exercise routine is interrupted. A mother is concerned that her son has swum too far out.
The goggles? Yeah. What's his name? Press that button. Louder.
The boy at first appears in control. Then, suddenly, he starts to sink.
I was gone for all money.
A surfer has kept the boy afloat.
Very lucky. Very lucky. I think Yates is having a bit of trouble getting the guy on the board.
It should be a simple pickup, but as they drift further out to sea, things aren't going according to plan.
This can go down in the record books as the longest, funniest rescue.
Even safely ashore, the boy's condition continues to puzzle Yatesy.
Come on, jump up.
Have you got a sore leg or something? Maybe, can you swallow water? Ask him if you...
It's too weak, you know. You just can't swim.
It's Yushin's first swim at Bondi.
So tired, no power to.
Yeah.
Lifeguards decide to check his pulse to get to the bottom of his condition.
Just going to pop this on your finger.
With vital signs okay, it appears Yushin is suffering from simple exhaustion.
I think he's tired over there. So I just called the safeguard, and the safeguard is very nice.
No, I was watching him, and he was sweet. And when he heard his mum voice, he's like, saw him shake his head, he's like, help. That's when he started yelling out for help.
It's dangerous over there, so...
Right.
So never do this again.
Maybe...
Once a year, from all around the world, skateboarding's biggest names compete in the Bondi Bowl-A-Rama. Old hand Sergi Ventura is among the major crowd pullers. This year, he has high hopes of a podium finish. Late in the afternoon, an accident is reported in the bowl.
Apparently it really hit hard. Ambulance, he's bleeding. Hey, please. Ambulance.
Sergi Ventura hasn't moved since cracking his head against the concrete.
He's bleeding really badly.
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
Serge, you okay? No, just relax, Serge. You're fine, Serge. You're fine. We just gotta relax. Okay.
Take a breather.
Yeah. Put a clean towel on. Say clean towel. Okay, it looked like you were dead.
Keep the pressure.
Relax.
Heavily concussed and bleeding, Sergi could have significant head injuries. He shouldn't be moved until he receives proper medical attention.
Do you want a hand getting up, going?
Some water? Okay.
After a heavy blow to the head, skull fractures and spinal injuries are the major concern.
He's out for about 15, 20 seconds.
He slams all the time.
As long as he hasn't got his neck, you know?
Right. No.
You haven't got any blood around your ears or anything like that? No, this side I was a bit weird. There was blood around here.
As a routine precaution, Sergi should go to hospital for tests, but that poses a problem.
He doesn't have trouble. Yeah, just bring it over.
Somewhere quiet. You have all these people around him.
Should go to hospital, I reckon.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's definitely worth getting an x-ray because he could have fractured his skull. He could have done a lot of things. It's definitely worth getting an x-ray.
Want to get an x-ray?
Later. The guy said he had a pretty heavy knock to the head. He's a tough bloke. He's probably done it a few times before, but you never know. Bleeding in the brain or something. But, you know, he can make his own decision. He's a big enough boy.
He just fully slapped on the back of his head, just like smack. He should have been wearing a helmet, but he was just warming up. He was only just beginning. Like he's been a professional skateboarder for 20, 30 years, so he was actually a backup dancer for Madonna at one stage as well.
I think I went up for a backside air disaster and I kind of came down the wall, and when the sun's hitting on the wall, it kind of gives like a sheen film, and I guess I just hit my head.
Sergi is out of the competition, but he's wisely decided to heed Lifeguard's advice.
My buddy right here is going to take me to the hospital and get checked out and see if everything's okay. Man, that sucks.
The Hawaiian tradition of stand-up paddleboarding has become the latest fad at Bondi. Lifeguard Ben Quigley has been mastering the art. Weighing over 20 kilograms, the oversized boards are difficult to control. Sometimes, things go wrong.
It's just really starting to swell out here this way. That's where I can feel it there. Yeah.
Now, it's the Lifeguard's turn to diagnose an injury to one of their own.
Oh, you got a couple of cuts in your lip. You look like you might need a couple of stitches in your lip.
I think I broke my nose. So I was just coming in, the last wave, I'd just been out for a little train and it just smacked me straight in the side of the schnoz. See that?
Yeah. Oh, starting to swell.
Is it confirmed, mate?
Is it? Yeah. I'm going to have to probably go and get x-rayed. It's very annoying.
Notorious for head wounds, those stand-up males.
And everyone's just learning at the moment, eh? Yeah. No one's like really good on them yet. Still got that beautiful snowy blonde hair, which is good.
And his pearly whites.
And his pearly whites are still there, the combination.
Could be worse, I guess.
Yeah, no, he's come out all right.
Yeah. Like he's already married.
On Bondi, the smallest patch of cloth can make the difference between simply turning heads or breaking the law. A beachgoer informs Lifeguards that a naked man is on the beach. Not only that, he's pushed a child over.
I'll get the police.
I'm turning around, I saw this guy sort of chasing my oldest, and then thought he was just playing, and then pretty aggressively pushed the young one over. And then he then ran away and started taking his swimming trunks off. So I just got the kids out of there.
Poor little girl's crying. She seems all right. Dad's with her at the moment. I'm going to get details and phone numbers now, and hopefully you can locate him.
There's a guy walking towards you in the nude.
Yeah. He's got dark hair, really skinny kind of guy.
Kobe and Jake are sent to handle the confronting situation. Lifeguards have no powers of arrest. The man disregards them and continues on.
We've got a guy down here at Bondi. He's in the nude, he's pushed a couple of kids over. We've got a real issue down here. He's walking north on the shoreline.
As Kobe and Jake try to figure out how to handle a situation, pressure builds from the public.
Yes, we know, mate. Mate, relax. We know, okay? The guy's not well. He's mentally ill, okay? There's obviously something wrong with him. There's no need to get too excited, okay?
The man heads towards North Bondi, a favourite part of the beach for families and children.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, let's go get a towel. We're going to run up and grab a towel or something, Ted.
As Lifeguards arrive, the man does an about-face. Having pushed over a child, Lifeguards are concerned that he may be violent. But he offers no resistance.
Fine. He doesn't look, he's not acting violent.
Put him in there.
Mate, good job. Just bring him up here.
Hold on to the side there.
Until police arrive, Lifeguards do their best to care for the disoriented man.
You all right, buddy? Mate, can you put these on for us? Can you put some shorts on? For us? Good boy. Good work, mate. Do you want some water? Yeah. Mate, do you want a glass of water? No?
It's unfamiliar territory for Whippet. Not long after police escort the man away, his carers arrive at the tower.
Where are Bondi Police? Do you want me to call them? Or?
Yeah, please.
Come in.
Lifeguards discover the man has been separated from his group on an excursion.
Yeah, sort of just decided to go off on his own.
Disappeared.
Yeah. So you're happy?
They head off to take him back into their care.
See you later.
I had never dealt with something like that. He just needed someone to look after him.
Bondi is a stage for some of nature's great spectacles. As a southerly buster rolls in, beachgoers turn tail and head for home. Torrential rain floods the beach one day. A dust storm turns it into a Martian landscape on another. And massive swells occasionally wreak havoc on the crowded shore. But on a quiet Sunday morning, lifeguards are about to deal with a natural phenomenon unlike any they've experienced.
The lifeguards, hello. There's been an earthquake in Chile and there's been a heavy tsunami warning, which for us guys, no one's informed or notified us about closing our beaches, so at the moment it's business as usual. It's only 7:30 and I've had 40,000 phone calls. What's it going to do? When's it going to hit? What's going to happen? How the hell do I know?
As lifeguards await official confirmation from the Tsunami Warning Centre, the story goes national.
The Chilean quake sparked tsunami alerts from Russia to Australia.
Warning messages are not issued lightly. It's a very, very serious event that's unfolding.
David.
Mate, I just spoke to Terry. I don't know if you guys have, but his mate is on the actual tsunami warning committee and he said it's real, it's on.
Tens of thousands are expected on a hot Bondi Sunday. Closing the beach is a major decision. Kerbox calls head lifeguard Hoppo.
Hop, what are you thinking? It's one of those things that if we say it's nothing's going to happen, if something does happen, then we're in all kinds of strife. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, she's cancelled.
On such a benign morning, a natural disaster seems implausible, but lifeguards are reminded of a fateful day 72 years ago. On Black Sunday in 1938, hundreds of swimmers were swept out in a massive surge. 35 people were resuscitated. 5 died. The giant waves on that day were also experienced up and down the coast. Scientists have since speculated Bondi's worst disaster may have been caused by a tsunami.
Not sure if you're aware, but we have been issued with a tsunami warning. So the flags are coming down. If you could please leave the water, find a safer place.
It's now just after 8 a.m. The tsunami is expected at 8:30.
Is there seriously going to be a tsunami or not?
Mate, I don't know, but we just have to act with it as well, so. A possible tsunami? Yeah. A pretty serious earthquake over near Chile somewhere.
Chile and...
Yeah, it's a long way away, yeah.
Yeah.
They all turned around when they heard what I was saying, so they're probably just having their last swim before Armageddon comes, I think.
Conditions on Bondi could barely appear safer, yet the beach is officially closed.
My Achilles is stuck. I reckon Boxers is worse, so I reckon if I'm not going to survive and it gets me, I know he's already gone.
News crews gather to cover what could be an impending natural disaster. Then, new information comes to hand.
Toby said it's hit New Zealand. It's on the news now. So they reckon you definitely see something. Yeah.
It's hit New Zealand, so and we'll probably be able to see something.
Oh, the latest news from the Tsunami Warning Centre, still saying possibility of dangerous waves, strong ocean currents and foreshore flooding throughout the day. Obviously they can see something, they're just trying to track it and see what goes on.
A revised warning predicts the tsunami will now arrive at 1 p.m. It could be just a minor surge or something far more dangerous. But lifeguards have no power to prevent swimmers from going into the water.
People are just jumping in now and Makes it difficult for us if something does happen to get people to believe us that it is going to happen and get them back out of the water.
The media is in a frenzy.
Something happens, they're going to crucify us. Every beach will be having the same problem. We've done the warning and just say, can't physically remove it.
By mid-morning, nothing has happened. The crowd, even lifeguards, are beginning to relax.
We don't actually know what's going to happen in the ocean. The ocean could recede. We could get large waves.
It's almost 1 p.m. If something does happen, it's not far away.
Tsunami, 24 minutes, leave the beach, please. Higher ground.
I think the tsunami will not come here.
Please retreat to higher ground.
No, I go in the water and swim. I'm not afraid.
21 minutes, the tsunami's coming in.
The waves that hit New Zealand were barely noticeable. Now, everyone becomes increasingly blasé.
I think we'll start the beach.
Yeah.
Find higher ground. Yeah, higher ground. Katoomba's the highest spot, but it'd take too long to get there. You're looking at probably an hour 40 to get there on a Sunday.
1 o'clock comes, and still nothing happens.
People aren't taking it serious at all. And that would be along the whole east coast of Australia. We have to do everything in the best interest of the public to keep them safe. So you're telling them to move to higher ground, well, they're happy down here at Bondi.
Once again, the tsunami fails to follow schedule. Finally, at 5:30 p.m, head lifeguard Hoppo receives breaking news.
The main tsunami waves have now passed all Australian locations. Tsunami warnings of New South Wales are therefore cancelled. We've gone and put the red and yellow flags back up, and Bondi is now back to normal.
After one of Bondi's most bizarre days, swimmers safely return to the joys of the surf, and lifeguards deal with things they're a little more familiar with. Fabio has dislocated his shoulder.
No, can you just pull? Nah, we're not allowed to. Oh, maybe in the back. Oh, now it's stuck there.
Is it back in?
Hope so. Yes. That was pretty good. Thanks for your help, man.
No problem.
Weird joint.
Bondi, 6 a.m. Winter is approaching.
Normally the sun's fully up when we get here at 5:45 in the morning. So winter is definitely approaching. Middle of summer at this time there'd be hundreds of people on the beach, training or sleeping or whatever, and it just seems to be backing off a bit.
As temperatures cool, the early session is dominated by thick-skinned locals.
After a sort of mad summer season, it's really good just to scale it back and try and have a bit of a relaxing day at Bondi instead of a hectic one.
But Mouse isn't going to get his wish. At 8:30, a man comes to the tower. His friend has been missing after going for a late-night swim.
Last seen about 3:30 in the morning, eh?
Yeah.
Around the rocks.
Around the rocks, yeah.
Is he known or has he got erratic behaviour or anything like that?
No.
So he's pretty out of character, right?
We're working decent like this,
yeah.
Fred and his cousin Eddie finished work in the early hours. The pair had a few drinks. Then Eddie planned to swim the length of the bay in complete darkness.
He said he wanted to swim across. He normally does that. And
so at that time of the night, he wanted to swim across?
Yeah. I mean, an hour past, I was talking to the fishermen and... I don't know.
According to Fred, his cousin has now been missing 5 hours. Azza calls police.
We've just got a guy down here who's been missing his friend since 3:30 this morning down here at Bondi. He was last seen heading around the rocks at North Bondi, around the point. And his car's still here. His mate's still got his clothes in his hand. And that's pretty much, the last he's seen of him.
Right? Yeah, mate.
Lifeguards research on the jet ski while volunteer lifesavers cover the rocks. With the clock ticking, Azza wants all the help he can get.
Just in regards to maybe getting a helicopter, what are your thoughts on that? We're assuming this is pretty sort of serious at this stage.
I was just trying to keep calm. He's a good swimmer. It's not likely for him just to take off. He's got no mental illness. I mean, what would you think?
Then, news from volunteer lifesavers.
We're just on the Clubby channel, and they said they found him on the rocks at North Bondi.
After a long night of anxiety, Fred's desperate to see his cousin. He hasn't a clue what condition he's in.
Eddie, you all right?
Oh, Fred.
Oh, mate.
I fell asleep, bro.
Oh, wow, man.
You right?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
What happened?
Slipped on the rocks. I found myself.
Did you slip?
It's hard to tell which of the two men has had the worst experience.
I waited for sunset. I walked all the way around. Look, I didn't leave one hole or the foreshore unnavigated.
No, we'll let you go. You guys will let you go.
With Eddie safe, police close the case,
Thanks a lot. All the best, mate.
leaving the cousins to reconcile.
Are you stupid or what?
That's good.
It turns out Eddie never went swimming at all. He never made it off the rocks.
I slipped down and I just sat there. I said, I'm not going to climb this. I was a bit scared. So I said, I'll just wait, see what happens, and then I fell asleep. And I woke up about 8:39.
I totally suggest don't go for a swim at night.
Eddie can finally get on with what he came for.
Now I feel like a swim. I feel like cooling off. Yeah, have a little swim.
Working out on Bondi is a daily ritual. Mid-morning, and a call comes through to Lifeguards. A jogger has overdone it.
Apparently there's a lady hyperventilating. Could you attend that? He said 30 metres south of that red and yellow umbrella, which is on third ramp. Yeah, Tommy, just on the ramp there to your right, Tommy. Tommy, I see the guy with the no, the other way, mate. No shirt on. The woman's lying down. Thanks, mate.
I'm just going to take this off for one sec. I'm going to take your glasses
Fitness
off
fanatic Jenny landed in Sydney just hours earlier after a 22-hour flight from Miami. With just 2 hours sleep, Jenny has pushed it too hard.
And then we'll just hang here for a little bit, and then when you feel like sitting up, we'll sit up.
Oxygen will help stabilise her. Harries decides that Tom could do with some backup.
Just hang on to me.
Okay.
Just, come on a little date down memory
At
lane.
least I get to meet some Aussie lifeguards person personal.
Do you feel like that's our talent just there? Do you feel like you can
I
get to
need,
that?
what do you call it? Mouth to mouth, sorry.
I've got the man for the job.
With some TLC from the boys in blue, Jenny is back on track. With winter approaching, beachgoers savour the last remnants of summer. Then on the shore, a surfer is spotted in agony.
You all right, mate? I jumped to my ankle. What happened? I jumped to my ankle. Oh, okay, come on, come on. It's got to get a hand.
Dislocated ankle.
Take me back to the sweet times, the hot nights. Everything's gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime, that is where I'll be.
I'll try and get your leggy off. Is your leggy off? Yeah. Just step forward, go. Stay there. I was going to hold your leg, all right? His ankle. Absolutely.
36-year-old Charlie has badly dislocated his ankle in a surfing accident. fairly uncommon, dislocated ankles are extremely painful.
I'll hold it, mate.
Charlie's adrenaline will mask some of the pain, but not for long.
Looking at a fair amount of pain, I'll probably grab a whistle and call an ambulance.
Copy.
Quinn, who also works as a paramedic, administers the trusty green whistle.
All right. Now, how this works, buddy, you just got to continually breathe on it. All right, and it's gonna take away a little bit of the pain, all right?
Lift it up.
In and out.
Quinn checks that there's sufficient blood flow to his foot.
Because sometimes that can be an issue. We don't want his foot to, have no oxygen, go ischemic, and then there be some other problems with it. But keep breathing on that, buddy. It's gonna need some surgery for it.
With the green whistle working its magic, Charlie recalls what happened.
I was just catching a wave in and was coming into the shore and jumped off thinking the sandbank was to my left, and there was a few feet of water, and there was just about that much water, and I just landed on that in about 3 centimetres of water and took my whole weight and just fell over and whatever it did.
Where do you live?
Simpson Street, 18.
Charlie will almost certainly require surgery and won't surf for some time. Bondi's lifeguards are never short of customers. All ages, shapes, nationalities and genders find themselves on the blue rescue boards. But knowing when to launch a rescue isn't always obvious. Out the back, this man doesn't appear in trouble.
You can tread water.
He hasn't looked back at the beach once.
But after years of experience, Chapo has a feeling that trouble is looming.
This will be good. This will be a good rescue.
As Chapo paddles out, a powerful rip sweeps the man into the impact zone.
He went 150 metres easy. How long? Not even a minute, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, how about you? You all right? You all right? Hold on.
You got an absolute shellacking in the impact zone.
Just keep walking in, buddy. No, it's just easy. Oh, good. That's all we do, buddy.
The man's girlfriend is suddenly aware she almost lost her partner.
笨死了你啊！想啥呢？想啥呢？
我不知道连着来了好几个了。
笨死了，那么多沙子你都不穿的。
Lucky to have been spotted, 26-year-old student Leo appears stable, but he's showing signs of nausea. Lifeguards will need to watch him closely. For now, there's a bigger problem. Reidy spots another swimmer caught in the same rip. The nearest patrolling lifeguard is 400 metres away. The woman is quickly running out of energy. Reidy races from his post at the tower and commandeers a surfboard. As he approaches her, he spots another woman in worse trouble further out to sea. Weighed down, Reidy can't get to the second woman. Louis finally backs up and puts the 9-foot rescue board into top gear.
Not in a good way. Bondi Central to Danny. Yeah, I think the one what Luke's got on the board, taking in a fair bit of water. She was pretty much under when he got out of there.
All of a sudden, they've just slipped off that bank and straight out, and yeah, just lucky because they went really quickly.
Luke's exhausted patient struggles to stand.
Just want to sit down for a second because swallow a bit of water, you know.
All right.
You good?
All right.
The two friends are on business from China.
我刚才游着就踩不到地了，然后我们这个同事就拼命的呼救，然后多亏你们就是驾着帆船过来了，要不然我们俩真的不知道今天会有什么样的结果。非常感谢，谢谢。
不客气。
谢谢。非常感谢。
太可怕了，真的，太可怕了。哦。然后我就看你溜越来越远，哎呦，给我吓得，我这完了，是谁也看不着了。
Both are safe and sound. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for Leo, the man lifeguards rescued from the same rip minutes earlier.
Is he okay? He doesn't look okay.
No, I'm feeling dizzy.
Dizzy?
Yeah. Dizzy.
Alrighty, we might give you a bit of oxygen. We might get you out of the sun as well. Do you want to come with us, get you out of the sun? Yeah. First aid bed. Do you need to vomit? Yeah.
If there's water in his lungs, Leo is susceptible to a lethal condition called secondary drowning.
We might get an ambulance.
Put a flag to shout to Luke. Get an ambo for him. He's feeling sick. He's had a few cups of salt water, plus a swim in the rip.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is, some more. You okay?
This is a hospital case.
Yeah, he's definitely had sushi.
Just pulled a guy out of the water and he's just swallowed a bit of salt water and he's just vomiting, just feeling a little ill.
Right to the left.
Bad chicken or drowning experience one of the zoo. Chicken on the way. Are you honest?
Doctors will x-ray Leo's chest to determine if he has water in his lungs.
He wasn't looking good. That's cool, Leo.
Lifeguards have a long and sometimes controversial history upholding dress standards on Bondi Beach. Topless bathing is now common, but some people have a rather oddball dress sense.
Fix your shorts up, mate. Fix your shorts up. Your are hanging out of your shorts. Yeah. All good. That's all right, man. Big big ones. Yeah, that's all right.
60-year-old lifeguarding legend H understands that prevention is better than cure.
Now all you people here, do me a favour, come back to the beach, do not swim in front of this dangerous current.
But keeping wayward swimmers out of danger is easier said than done.
I'd like to know how many hours we spend trying to herd. It's a good analogy, herd, because they're like sheep.
Come straight in. Just come towards me like this. Come towards me.
The young blokes are cooler than me. I'm sort of, the older I get, the less cool I get with what goes on down here. It makes me nervous. It really, really does. I'm seeing near fatalities. It's just disorder down there, you know?
H brings a unique flair to the job. Bondi's young Turks, like Deano, pick up some tips.
He's been teaching me some of his ways of his hand signals. Bring everybody in with his body. I don't know if I'll adopt his style, but I'm sure I'll find my own unique styles in hand signaling, but I'm still learning. Still the rookie.
19-year-old Maxi needs to have learned more than other rookies this summer. After 3 years as a trainee, he hopes Hoppo will finally promote him to a fully fledged lifeguard.
I've put 3 hard years into this and I left school to do this. I'd love to work here forever, but
So definitely matured a lot, and mainly in the last year. He'd say he's matured a lot. He was kind of still that young kid who was getting around the beach, and now he's a man.
The problem for Maxi is that Jake is also hoping to step up. they were both told there is only one full-time position. The two are now looking to head lifeguard Hoppo, who will stay and who will go.
I've got a decision to make to either keep Maxi or keep Jake on. It's going to be a really tough one. Boys. Probably the disappointment for both of you is I'm going to let you both keep going for the rest of the winter and working, and we'll keep an eye on you there. Yeah. You both got the potential to be really good lifeguards, and so the decision now won't be made until next summer.
Yep. Working over winter isn't all bad news. Best of all, they're still with the boys in blue for another 6 months.
Good luck. Thank you. Good luck, Maxi.
I'll give you a hug, mate. He's already starting to try and get brownie points.
Love you too, mate. Another winner on board, and show the big boss and a few of the other guys, the team leaders, that that me and Jake,
here to stay.
Here to stay, yeah.
Less sun, less people, less lifeguards. Over winter, many will find other work. Some will chase the summer overseas.
I'm pretty much packing my bags and heading straight over to Indo for a couple of months, chase the summer.
Many years ago in the winter time, I used to travel over and work overseas as a lifeguard, but it wore me out too much. So now these days I'm a carpenter, so I focus a little bit more on the tools than the beach in winter.
A handful of lifeguards will continue working at Bondi.
Yeah, I'm a full-time lifeguard here. Myself and Harries and Hoppo, Deano and Azza. It's time for us guys to recharge, It's a long summer, it's a hard summer. And, mate, we enjoy our winter.
It's been another big summer for the boys in blue. Thousands of rescues. Countless first aids. And hundreds of ambulances. There's been dispute resolution.
Get out of here if I knock you.
You're not going to touch anyone, mate.
Frayed tempers. Unbridled excitement. And some things you just don't see anywhere else on Earth.
Summer 2010 for me will always be most memorable because I'll never forget that big Wednesday.
What's wrong with people when they're off their head?
The lifeguard challenge, I didn't actually go in it, I was injured, thank God.
We haven't had a death this year on the beach, and I think the boys should hold their heads up high.
All right. No, don't hug me. Shake. And a little kiss. No.
I'm in a lot of trouble here.
This is the maddest beach in the world, and that's what brings you back every year.
Mate, we are done. Beautiful.